Welcome back. I missed you last week, but I am back with another episode of Wait a Minute, your weekly video newsletter sponsored by Lab Work and Fitness. And for those who don't know me yet, I am Shenese Colwell, the Bariatric Lifestyle Coach, bringing you a little bit of information, education, and hopefully some motivation and inspiration too. And before we get started on tonight's topic, I want to talk to you guys about an upcoming event, the HealtheVoices 2020 Advocacy Conference that is being held in Dallas, Texas, April the 24th through the 26th. And the deadline for this conference, the deadline for applications is Monday, tomorrow, November the 18th. So if you've never heard of HealtheVoices, this is a conference that it's a phenomenal conference, first of all. And it's a conference that hosts and empowers advocates from all over the country. And these are advocates representing a wide range of health conditions, and they come together during this wonderful conference, and it's truly fun-filled. It's an opportunity to network, to educate, to be educated, and to inspire each other. And when I tell you I left there truly filled up and just an reigniting of my passion for my advocacy. It's a wonderful opportunity if you're able to go. If you are an advocate in the bariatric, weight loss surgery, or obesity community, I personally encourage you to apply and represent us. It's a great opportunity. I want to say all of the expenses are paid for by Johnson & Johnson Medical Devices Company. So if you're interested, I'll leave the link in the post, or just go to healthevoices.com, HealtheVoices.com, and apply. I hope to go back this year, but returning applicants have to submit their application and be put in a lottery. So if this is your first time, I encourage you to apply so that you can go. All right. On to tonight's topic, fears, goals, and expectations. So I came across this wonderful quote after talking to a client about fear. I did a little more research on fear, and the quote reads, "Don't let your fear of what could happen make nothing happen." And usually this time of year, I'm reflecting on my current year as I plan for the coming year. And what I realized was I didn't have a clear vision of exactly what I wanted. I didn't really know why until recently, and I realized I've been afraid. I've been afraid to assign anything concrete to my desires and my wants and my goals. I have plans, but my plans are not clear. There's not a clear vision of something exact. It's very vague and very general. For example, my dream house or my dream car. I have very general ideas of what I want, and I have tons of examples on my vision board, but I fear allowing myself to truly imagine one thing. I think I'm afraid that if I choose one and I don't get it, I know how much that'll hurt. So I stay vague and general, but guess what? So does what I'm attracting. And I end up not getting anything because nothing really feels right. And that's because I've not set my mind on something concrete. So let me say, don't get me wrong. I'm really, truly a firm believer that anything is possible. But I also know that you have to have your mind firmly set on exactly what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, then what are you working towards? So you have to have a vision or you'll never get anywhere. So in the example I gave for myself, the vision is there, but it's not clear. And it's not clear because of fear. It's not clear because of fear. So this is not to say that I'm not making progress, because I feel like this year I've made quite a bit of progress. I'm pretty proud of myself. I've made progress, but it's definitely a comfort zone effort, if that makes sense. And comfort zone effort keeps you complacent and content. And that's fine if that's where you want to be, if you're happy in that space. But if you're not, you're going to have to go ahead and wrap your mind around exactly what you want. You're going to have to be specific, and you're going to have to add the details. So, as a metaphor, I'm going to reference the house thing. You're going to have to go ahead and just not stop. You're going to have to not stop at the blueprint, or you're going to have to not just stop at the walls and the floor and the ceiling, the structure. You're going to have to imagine the furniture. You're going to have to imagine the decor. You're going to have to imagine the colors, the curb appeal. You're going to have to picture it and feel it and put yourself there. So do your vision board, put it in your journal. You can have whatever you want, but you're more likely to attain it if you know exactly what it is. So this week's exercise is, I want you to be clear on what is your goal, what are you in fear of, what is your goal, what do you want, what are you in fear of, and what can get you over that fear. Imagine what's the worst thing that could happen, and then write down what you would do if that happens. So I want you to take some time on this exercise. This should show you several things. It's going to help you develop a plan, and it's going to help you realize exactly what's possible. And now you can move forward. And guess what? What you fear may not even happen, but you have a plan so that you'll know what to do or what you plan to do because you've written that down. So let's work on that for the rest of November. I won't give you more than that. I want you guys to weigh in, let me know your thoughts, and give me feedback. I really want to hear from you guys, and I'll see you next week.